You're listening to MCMN 154. How are we doing tonight?
We're doing very good, having a good time. How's everybody out there? Well, first of all, how's our other host doing?
Our other host, how's he doing?
Which one is the other host? Oh, that's me. Yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah. This is my first day on the job, and I'm really excited to work for a radio station. I've been told I have a face for radio, so I'm really excited to have the. Sorry.
All right, slow down.
Well, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Okay,
you're doing
That's
very
the first
good.
thing.
As
I'm
you know,
really nervous.
It's nice that you're in an air-conditioned building because it is hot out there.
It is hot out there. We've got this new host on because, as you know, our last co-host, Stacy, did unfortunately pass away in a shark attack. But we're looking towards the future.
Thanks,
shark attack.
Thanks, Stacy, for the job opportunity.
Tis the season, right? It's a hot one. You got to cool off in the water, but beware those sharks.
Beware the shark.
You got to get running.
That's right. And look for ways to cool off this summer. We've got classics like running through the sprinklers or enjoying a nice, cold, unaffiliated cola.
That's right. That's right.
What's your favorite thing, new intern?
Yeah, I love eating the shark of the shark that ate Stacy as a kind of a tribute to the shark
who was
because
this guy's recruiter?
Because of the shark gave me the job by eating Stacy, so I ate the shark to show a sign of respect to the shark.
I don't know. I don't know.
But
Okay.
yeah, I really like eating a fresh mango slime. I don't know if you guys have ever had those. They're
I don't know what a mango
I really
slime
don't know what
is,
it's
but
like.
I've had a mango before, and I
I
love
love mangoes in the summertime
having
are
a nice
great.
Fruit salad is one of my favorite.
Yeah, mango slime is where you take the peel of a mango, you dig out all the yucky part in the middle and throw it away, and then you go into your beach town and you dig up some sand and make it nice and wet. Make sure there's plenty of protein elements in there, cigarette butts, little pieces of food from people left over.
Now, cigarette butts,
then you
do
eat
they
the
have
whole
protein?
thing whole.
I've never heard this.
I don't know if they do.
Tobacco is very high in protein. That's true. And it's
Well,
smoking. That's
if
a
you
great
are-
summer activity. Smoking cigs. If
Smoking
anyone wants to
cigarettes.
join me, Laramie
Now,
cigarettes.
I cut a long time ago. Well, a lot of people like to go on summer drives this summer. If you're in the car right now,
that's true.
Unfortunately, it looks like we're backed up on the I-15.
That's right.
If you're going
but that gives you a
northbound,
chance to roll those windows down, baby.
yeah,
and
let's take
yell.
the load
enough that
off.
you don't get that helicopter effect, but fast enough that it keeps you cool in the car.
That's true. And when you drive and you put the windows down, be sure to yell so that the other people know that you're around.
I don't know.
Is that how you do
I
it?
don't think you
We
get
should
it.
have done a test episode before putting a mic in
We
front
should
of
have.
it.
So I don't have a car, so I run, I'll run really fast
run.
on the
You
freeway,
run?
and I have to yell so people know that I'm coming. Otherwise, they sometimes try and hit me, or I try and hit them.
merge.
And so I'll yell, and then they hear me, and then it's safe.
Hey,
It's safe.
you know what, kid? We're gonna look. I'm just gonna give you a job, like a little job that's really easy to do. Okay, because you're kind of messing everything else up.
Oh,
so
sorry.
how about
Sorry.
I'm gonna have you throw it. We have it queued right here. I'm gonna have you throw it to the song of the summer. So just say we're gonna hit you with the song of the summer or something like that.
Okay,
and I'll play it. Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, and my name is Laramie, and we're gonna hit you over and over again while we listen to this song, and it's about summer.
No, it's
Let's
not. Just
take it
say-
one more
just say-
time.
Just say.
And if you don't get it this time, I'll just take it for you. But
Okay.
we want to give you some
Okay.
opportunities.
One more chance. Okay.
Just send it to the song of the summer. You know, however you want to do it, but just in a way that's not aggressive against
Okay.
our audience.
We're gonna hit you, but it's not aggressive, and we're gonna send you stuff, and you won't mind. You're gonna like what we send you, and it's gonna be all about summer. It's gonna be a song about the summer, and we're gonna hit you in a non-aggressive way with this song, and it's about summer. So welcome to summer, and here's a song.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you want to just take it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
take
let's just take it,
because I
and I'm
feel
gonna-
that
I'm
was
gonna
maybe
fire
a little
this
bit
guy.
confusing.
What?
Okay, great.
No.
All right, everybody, kick back, relax,
I had to run
and
so far to get
turn
here
up
today.
that volume dial as we hit you with the song of the summer.
Laramie, you're fired.
No. I'm sure that was exactly what you wanted to do.
Hey, that's
It's not what
It's
he wanted,
something.
but it's what I expected.
Welcome back to Man Cave Movie Night, the podcast where we do little goofs and gags. We are the Orange Boys.
Yes,
Three
we
boys who
are.
like the color orange and like to talk about movies and stuff. And
I haven't heard that intro
today,
in a while.
yeah, it's a throwback summer.
Throwback summer.
Today we're going to be talking about summertime fun. Summer bucket list items. We're going to be
Summertime
talking
magic.
about
Summertime
anticipated
lovin' in the summer time.
releases. And yeah, hopefully no summertime illnesses. I was listening back to our episode last time, and I was misspeaking constantly, and I could tell that I was very out of it. And
That's
so,
unfortunate.
if I'm still out of it, it's because I've been sick. Okay.
Ooh, sick
So-
bad.
Sick bad.
Sick
Orange
bad.
boys do not support sickness.
No, we're very pro health.
Pro health. Yep. If you're
That's our
healthy,
official stance on it.
well, if you are sick as well, we prefer if you didn't listen. We prefer healthy individuals listening.
Yeah. Which means we're also anti-vax.
Yeah, if you guys
Wait.
would share this podcast with your healthy friends, that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
With your actually healthy friends, not any of them that have those dormant sicknesses just waiting to be activated remotely.
The micro computers inside of them. Yeah, those ones are tough.
Yeah, nobody tainted by our government.
Yeah.
We almost
So we're
did have
pro-health,
to.
anti-vax.
We almost did have to kick Jared off last week because if he had been sick any longer, he would have
Yeah.
hit the threshold of how long you can be sick for.
Yeah.
So luckily it worked out, but
Yeah, fortunately.
we almost
he's
had to put him
healthy.
down.
Unfortunately,
bummer,
he's
but-
not vaccinated.
Against anything.
Nope, and I love it that way. Anyway, nobody's listening to this.
That's a
one.
bit.
I don't think so. This is all
That's
just
a bit.
yeah. This is all just test episode, and we're gonna start recording right now.
figure it out.
And welcome back to Man Cave Movie Night. Let's talk about the summer.
Yes.
Now, I want to start out because we've chatted a little bit about how many summer releases there are. In June alone, we have
Oh,
like
so many.
5 shows coming out, and then we have big blockbuster movies that are on their way, a la Deadpool, a la
Inside Out.
Inside Out 2, 2 Inside, 2 Out, and
Plenty of other
Folie à
ones
Deux.
too. Folie à
Is
Deux
that-
is no.
Fully I do.
That's October.
Oh, is that later?
October.
Oh, Horizon comes out this
Technically
summer.
part of the
October.
summer?
October is the summer of the fall.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, Horizon Part 1 and 2.
The Bike Riders.
The Bike Riders Part 1.
Horizon Part 1 and 2.
A Quiet
which
Place
is
Day
getting-
1?
Which is being
Yes.
met with crazy mixed reviews.
Yes, it
I
is
don't know
being
if you've
cooked
heard.
online by people.
But
Well, it's
also
also
got like a
3 hours
huge
long.
standing ovation at the film festival, so it's kind of like
Yeah, but every single
like-
movie at Cannes gets a standing ovation, even if it's bad.
I guess that's true.
Yeah,
That's just
if-
the expectations. It's weird.
I'm
but that's
intrigued
just
though.
it.
I want it to be good. Like I'm
Yeah, I'm
intrigued to
curious.
see
It'd be cool to see it. Do well. Because the thing with that movie is as well, he pumped his own money into it, and if part
Yeah.
1 and 2 don't do well, then who knows if part 3 and 4
I'm
are
gonna
going to
go.
come around.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
to an advanced fan advanced screening that shows 4 months before it releases. I actually just went to it.
I was
Oh,
going to say,
wow.
It's really good.
nice.
Oh, wow.
My
Cool.
professor has a pretty decent role in it as well, which will be cool.
That's what you sound
I think
like.
that's pretty fun. I think that's cool. I wasn't like
Oh,
super
you
close
think
with that
that's fun and
professor, but-
relevant to this film and
Well,
entertainment podcast?
as we're talking about the movie that he's in,
That
yeah, I
you
think
know
it's,
someone
Yeah.
that's in something?
Well, my ex-girlfriend's in it too, so it'll be different experiences for both of us.
yeah, that'd be cool. That's true.
I don't know anyone that's in it, and I've actually never even seen a Kevin Costner movie, so I'm going in really, really like.
You've seen Man of Steel.
No, I haven't.
Oh. Anyway, let's
I
move
actually
on.
don't think I have seen it.
No
but
more
I've
Kevin
seen-
Costner.
Baseball movie, summer baseball movie,
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
Ah,
I think any baseball movie is a good summer movie.
True.
Yeah, that's
Twister
true.
2.
Anyway,
Twister 2 is
Any
also a
movie
good
with
summer
Dennis Quaid feels like a summer movie.
Oh, here,
to me.
let me-
that is actually true.
Let me get us
Even the icy one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it still feels
Day
like.
Day
after
of After Tomorrow.
something like that.
Yeah.
That feels summery. Well, let's talk about what's one TV show you're looking forward to that's coming out, like a season maybe of a show, and what is one movie that you're most excited for?
Right
about?
on. Love it. I'm going to go first. I just barely finished. Well, June this month has 3 different shows coming out, all of which I basically just barely caught up with.
Yeah.
Well, I guess one of them is a little bit farther behind.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say all of them. I'll just pick one. But know that I share the sentiment with.
Don't choose the one I
want
wanna choose.
Inevitably.
Yeah, don't choose the one
be
I
shared.
want to choose either.
Okay, I don't think that I will. I'm really, really hyped about season 3 of The Bear.
Nice.
That was the one I was going to choose.
I'm sorry.
That was the one I was gonna choose.
Well, then we don't have any other answer. You guys should both just also say The Bear, and then we won't talk about anything
Yeah,
else that's coming out this
Yeah, we
month.
kind of just did.
But I'm really hyped about it. I just barely.
Come on, get out of here. Get out of
Don't
here.
ever say that I haven't been the most clever person that you've ever met. Anyway, really excited about that. I loved season 1. I loved season 2. And
Good, you're gonna like season
I'm
3.
excited, and season 3 is gonna be fine. It's one of those shows that I knew I was gonna like, and I just kind of put off watching, and I'm glad that I watched it when I did, so I don't have to wait that long for season 3.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm really excited. So that's my pick. I don't think that there is a single cast member in that show that I haven't fully fallen in love with, and anything that they're in, I'll be excited about. You know? Like, such a good cast. Every character feels like they get their own time in the spotlight. Where, like, genuinely, season 2, Carmi doesn't even feel like the main character anymore. He feels like part of an ensemble cast, which I love. So,
Do you like Grogling?
do you like
His
do I
character?
like what?
Grogling's character in season 2? He's the only character I don't like.
Grongling?
He's the
Grongling.
bear, like the big
He's
one.
the literal bear.
Oh.
You can only see it if
Yeah.
you watch it with 3D glasses on. Did you not watch it with 3D glasses on?
I didn't know.
Well,
that
there's a
was
shot
they
that if
should
you
put a
squint, the
disclaimer up.
buildings turn into him. You
There's
can
the
see
one,
like
Grongling,
his
yeah.
outline.
They should put a.
He's
they should
really
put a
mean.
disclaimer up, because I have a drawer full of 3D glasses
Wait,
that
did
I
you not-
haven't returned at the movie theaters.
You didn't
And
read
I
the
would've-
credits?
No,
It's in the credits. It says a couple times in there.
I didn't read
Like
the
every
credits.
episode.
Anytime that it's trying to give any credit to people that put the show together, I close my eyes because I don't want to support.
Even if
that.
it's during the
Yeah,
episode at
that's
the
right.
beginning.
Yeah, I close my eyes until the song stops playing, because that's the only time I can be confident that they're not showing it anymore.
There is no theme song with the bear, actually. Have you ever noticed
I know.
that? It's kind of
Yes.
interesting that they do that.
Yeah, I did notice when they never played it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what does have a theme song? Our podcast.
Let's-
Let's put it back in.
we should. That'd be funny.
Good, Niall. Glad
Anyway,
you took
Lucas,
the bear
what are
from
you,
us.
what are you looking
I'll take
forward
one
to?
from you, Jared.
Say the bear.
I'll say House of the Dragon Season 2.
No!
And I'll leave the last
I was
one
going to say that.
to you,
See, that's what
Jared.
I was predicting you were going to say, and I was predicting that Jared was going to talk about the other one. So
The one about the little men.
it
No,
ended up
no.
going the way that I thought it was going to go anyway.
I guess you're right. Anyway, I really liked Season 1. I kind of want to rewatch it, but at this point it's a little bit too late. They only gave us 2 years. I mean, that's just not enough time to
Yeah,
watch
it's
this season.
ridiculous.
But what I will say
Irresponsible.
actually about the bear as well, just before I move on to House of the Dragon, is only 1 year between seasons. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
That never
Yeah.
happens.
It's
1 year between seasons.
Unheard of these days.
Unheard of. Severance is going on 2.5 here. And House of the Dragon similarly came out early
Sheesh.
2022.
I think
So it's
the
awesome.
writers are doing it because they have to. They
Yeah.
need to keep writing it because
Yeah.
famously the writers had to overdraw their bank accounts to get the clothes that they needed to go
Yeah,
to the Emmys.
For
So it's like they
Is that true for the
yeah. Uh-huh.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah.
like this whole thing about it's like a case study for writers not getting paid enough.
yeah. And
They're
they went on
writing this show
striking,
that's
so-
nominated for best comedy, and
they can't afford to
they
go
can't
to the,
afford to
the
wear the
event.
clothes that they need to go to the
Yeah.
event.
Yeah,
messed
that's
up.
also a case study on how ridiculous the fashion
Those events are.
around
that's
those events
true.
are.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's a Sears suit, then
Who's
yeah, we
gonna
do
tell
have
the
an
difference?
issue.
Yeah.
I would wear a Sears suit to the end.
But House of the Dragon season 2.
House of the Dragon
Yeah.
season 2, 2.5 years,
yapping.
man. It's brutal, but I'm excited to get more of it. I really liked season 1. It proved that there is still potential with Game of Thrones, and I hope that it continues to prove that this season. Apparently, like from people I know who have read the book, this is really where it starts to ramp up in excitement and cool stuff, like with action, and I think the trailers have proven that from what I've heard.
Well,
I
and
haven't
you
watched
could
the
just
trailers.
tell by the way the first season ended that it was
Yeah.
like, this is all a prologue.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
about to get
Like-
grisly and
Yeah.
war and the Targaryens. Remember how they
Yeah.
kind of kill themselves and destroy their own honor? That's what we're
Spoilers.
getting into. Well, yeah, I guess so.
Well,
I don't know
I did feel
how.
like that whole last season was filling up a powder keg and
Yeah.
then lighting
Yeah.
it right at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, let me see the
Let me see
boom.
it explode.
Let me see the explosion.
It did honestly leave a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth of just like, this whole season was just set up.
Was
you know?
a trailer for the next.
Yeah, exactly.
That final
But-
shot, though, was sick. Of her finding
No,
out. That was
Yeah.
Dude, I'm hyped. Like I'm really excited for season 2. I do have just the slightest negative feeling towards the
Yeah.
first season because of that, but season 2 is going to be sick.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I watched season 1 and it was really good and engaging, and then it kind of like I just moved on pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then when we did the episode, I watched like a recap of everything that happened, and I was like, oh man, actually,
Yeah.
I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm actually excited to jump back into that.
Yeah.
Well, you guys took 2 great answers, and so of course I'm left with season 4 of The Umbrella Academy. Comes out in August.
Oh,
Yay!
excited.
So good.
You know,
I've
I
watched
just
the
love
other
a good.
3 seasons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
many
love a good
times.
show about superpowered individuals.
At a school.
Yeah,
And
that kind of-
Monkey.
and a monkey. That's true. Wait, this is the one with the superpowers, and it's like corporate, and there's like Homelander.
Oh, no.
No.
That's a different one.
That's a different
Umbrella
What's that one?
Academy is
That
the
one's
one
called
with Monkey.
The Boy. Brahms the Boy.
Boy, I'm sorry, everybody. That's the show I'm excited for.
Oh,
That show about
I
superpowered
see.
individuals.
Oh, because the Umbrella Academy is like kind of objectively not good.
Oh, really? I know some people who like it,
I have never watched
Oh.
it, so I couldn't say.
and I know some people who don't. So
So
I've
they're
not
all
watched
right.
any of it.
I think-
I've formed this opinion entirely off of the aesthetic of the show, which
Yeah.
I think is awful.
yeah,
How
I think
dare you hate the Netflix aesthetic of their originals?
honestly, it draws the crowd that will like it. I think,
That's
and so
fair.
that's it's perfect for that.
It's doing its job.
Yeah, but The Boys on Amazon Prime Video
Oh, yeah.
is fantastic for the first 3 seasons, and so here we are. Wait, no, is this season 3 or is
This
it
is season 4.
4.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yes, because season 2 was the Nazis. Season
Spoilers.
4, season 4 has to pick up right after this giant cliffhanger as well.
Dude, yeah.
Like we're talking about with House of the Dragon. Let's talk about a powder keg about to explode. I am so fascinated and excited to see them navigate that and to show some implications about how some characters who are deified, who may be evil, what they can do with their power, even if they're, in like the limelight in the media and doing awful things.
Well, now
Crazy
And
how
get
there's
away
no
with it.
real
you
world
can
comparison.
do
on
no
that.
wrong. Yeah,
Zero.
can truly do no wrong at this point.
Yeah.
Um, Dude, that's the thing. I'm
excited.
so excited to see what they do with Homelander. I just really hope they let him go just hog wild. I want just untethered Homelander who's just like, oh, I guess I can do whatever I want.
Yep.
And I would just love to see how they develop that, because it would be if he yeah.
I was just gonna say, my guess is like we'll see little bits, like little spurts every episode or so, where he's interviewing with somebody, or like he's on a talk show and the guy's really pissing him off, and you can just tell he's like
I want to
knows he
murder
can snap,
you.
and he could get away with it, but he's kind of holding back still.
Well,
and then
then maybe
absolutely
might not.
Joker Folia Doos him in the face.
Joker won
him in the face.
I'm really excited about the fact that, like, for the last 2 seasons, the leverage they had over him is the airplane footage, which now just like doesn't matter.
Nope.
Yeah.
And
so
like it wasn't
I'm
even
really
supposed to be around
excited
in the
that,
area.
that dynamic shift is gonna be brutal.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
I'm so excited for that.
What happens.
So, I mean, I want to just really quick say, if you haven't seen these shows, now's your chance to start watching them. Whichever one sounds most interesting to you, probably start with that one, because we will be doing episodes on these, certainly.
No doubt.
So most likely around July, once they're all done, or I guess
July, August, probably.
July,
Because I think
August.
like the boys will have.
They're coming out
10
week by week.
I think
Yeah, then
So,
it might be a second,
August,
but you can
September-ish.
watch along with us.
Yeah, you can watch
all of them are weekly releases, huh?
except for the Bear. The Bear's all at once, which
Oh, really?
I don't love, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll watch it.
Yeah,
Certainly.
I guess that's the one you gotta grind first.
It's
Because I want to be a
crazy
part of
how-
the conversation.
Yeah, I don't want
but
anything spoiled,
It burns
too.
so fast.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that personally, because I've always kind of preferred weekly releases to the full season drop. I'm glad that that's kind of coming back into,
Same.
the standard. Like especially for big stuff where it's like you want to be part of the conversation. The Last of Us, we've talked about this so many times on the podcast, but The Last of Us was such an awesome experience.
Well,
be
you've
watching
talked about it.
as it came out.
Because we didn't watch it as it came out.
But we've talked about this
experience,
concept,
yeah,
on-
or
on
just
the
in
podcast
general.
of just like
Of
being
the
able
idea.
to kind of be part of
Well-
like a cultural event,
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing with Fallout too. Like Fallout kind of died off pretty immediately. Like in terms of it had a couple weeks, but
Yeah.
it could have had 8 weeks or more.
It could have had 8 weeks.
And
of
I'm like,
people.
why
and
not?
with
Because they've done week to
with
week
the-
too. Prime has. So I'm
Yeah.
like, why did you do this?
And Fallout had such a mystery element to it, where every episode more questions were coming up, and it could have thrived on a weekly release.
Honestly. Well, and then for me, who hasn't watched it yet, it's super intimidating now to basically... Someone says, "Oh, you should watch Fallout." It's okay. I've got to sit down and watch 8 hours or 10 hours or whatever it is. Instead, if you were like, "Oh, like Fallout, it's getting a lot of hype. It's getting a lot of buzz." There's only
And
2
there's
episodes out.
Yeah.
Totally.
So I could watch a little movie basically
Yeah.
and then
Catch
get caught up.
Yep.
And so I think the pendulum has swung so far in the direction of immediate consumption, the binge culture, just all across the board. TikToks, constant movie releases from Disney and these big properties, where people just have experienced such an oversaturation, and it's fun to engorge yourself with a ton of content all at once. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
But I think everyone's just getting exhausted by that pacing, and I think we will definitely see a shift back in the other direction of more delayed releases, better building up hype instead of just giving all of us needy boys and girls slop to consume all at once.
Slop. Sometimes them slop troughs fill up a little bit faster than I can eat them.
That's exactly what's happening. I'm full.
I'm full,
Honestly,
and there
I'm
is
full.
still plenty of slop left.
I could go for some slop.
But it looks...
You want some seconds?
It looks
Yeah,
good.
I could go for some slop
Well, it's
right
like 38ths for me. I've been just
Yeah,
guzzling.
that's true. You've been...
Well, it would be seconds for me, but my firsts were about
An entire draw full.
39 worth.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm ahead of you.
I see.
You
I
know,
see. Cool. Yeah. I'm glad
as
you
much as-
established that you're ahead of me.
I'm winning. In the,
As much as I love like an all-you-can-eat buffet
Trough eating competition.
on that kind of metaphor, do I go to good old GC every day?
no way.
I
No
would if I could.
chance.
The
The
old
only
GC.
thing
The
keeping
old
me
GC
from it is they
Golden
only
Corral
let me
Golden
in.
Corral.
For the
once a week.
uninitiated.
Yeah.
Do I go to GC Golden Corral every day? No, I don't.
I wish.
That's every once in a while, a special occasion. I prefer my dining, sit down, chat with friends, catch up.
You can chat
Mustard.
it. You can.
Nice.
You can chat at GC. You just get more food. That's why GC is so good because you get
Yeah,
more.
you got to get up at the same
That's-
time and chat.
That's
with
why
That's
GC
true,
is
that's
awesome.
You leave one person at the table to make sure that nobody steals your stuff.
And
Because you
GC
go into
is
GC
so
with
good.
bags. You
Yeah.
bring bags in.
You bring bags
Well, I
in
guess-
and you leave with bags full.
Yep.
True. I think on my summer bucket list then is go to GC with the boys.
Nice.
Oh, I can't
So
wait
we
to
gotta
go to
get that.
GC with the boys.
Ian hates GC. Boo to you,
know.
Ian.
I know.
Boo.
GC
Howard.
good.
GC good. GC better than CAR. Chuckarama. For
I
the
agree.
uninitiated.
I agree.
CAR.
Car.
Yeah.
Cartel.
I don't like really either of them.
No, Chuckarama is, I would say, objectively better than GC.
I would
but
say
that's just me.
if you put if you put a plate of GC and a plate of Chuckarama in front of someone and said, eat both of these, they would vomit no matter what.
Yeah, I would rather have a master of a trade than someone who says they're a jack of all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jack of all
That's
trades,
fair.
master of none.
Yeah.
Aziz Ansari.
Any movies? Any of those movies that you're most excited for?
Deadpool,
We'll do
I
a
get to say
speed
mine
round.
first, Deadpool. I get to say it first so you guys don't get to take it.
I'm also going to say Deadpool.
No, let me say.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
You say
I want to
Horizon.
say
Sorry.
Umbrella Academy.
the
Season
movie.
4.
Let me. We yapped.
I am actually excited
Say-
for Horizon.
Yeah, no, me too. Actually,
Horizon Zero
I'm
Dawn.
hopeful to see a good Western
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot in Utah.
on the big screen. Shot in our backyard.
in our backyard. Yeah, right here in Provo, Utah.
My backyard. Oh, I just clipped my mic. Sorry.
Yeah, dude. Headphone warning. Cool. Well, that's my question.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
do you have another one?
Is there another one? Oh,
That you're excited for?
baby. I had to check a list because I wanted to say Deadpool and I didn't think of any backup answers.
Yeah.
Alien Romulus.
Oh, dude, yes.
Oh,
That
yeah.
trailer
Looks
actually.
So awesome.
The
Amazing.
trailer was awesome.
I was
So good.
telling Jared, I was listening to or reading an interview with Fede Alvarez, the director, who basically said, I know that a lot of people, it's basically split 50-50 when people prefer Alien versus Aliens. And so I specifically commissioned that the set design be about split 50-50. So there are certain hallways that are reminiscent of the Nostromo, and then there are certain hallways that are reminiscent of whatever the ship is called in Aliens. And so
Nostromo.
a character will be walking
Ghost.
along a hallway
Nostromo.
and you'll feel like you're watching the first movie, and then they'll turn a corner and out of nowhere you feel like you're watching the second movie.
And it's all in
Just
the
kind of
Romulus,
like-
isn't that the name of the ship, right?
I think so, yeah.
Well, I came up with this joke way too late, and now I got to interrupt to say
Yeah,
Say
go
it.
for it.
the ship in the second one is called the Nostromos.
Nice.
Like aliens.
a good joke.
Aliens.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Stupid.
Well, this one takes place in between Alien 1 and 2 as well, I'm pretty sure, because there's like an 80-year gap between those movies. So,
And Sigourney
Okay.
Weaver is also going to be playing herself as a kid.
Yep.
hopefully.
Is that part of it?
Yeah, because James Cameron
Yeah.
is making this
I'm
movie.
so
Yeah.
excited for that part. for her to play a CG young
Version
herself.
of herself.
Yeah, and
Well, and it's kind of
like
ambiguously
her
like
old self.
messianic of like, oh, this might be the Messiah of this world,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Immaculate
Yeah.
Conception
Not come
type
back
beat.
to that.
Yeah.
Young Sigourney Weaver, played by old Sigourney Weaver, is also the Messiah of this world.
This world, yeah. And the world is
This is
alien
in
Romulans.
reference to Avatar: The Way of Water. If you
For the
were not
uninitiated.
clued in by that, it's kind of a chaotic episode. I feel like we're just
Yeah.
This is
This is a
Wait,
yap.
this is a yapping
This is
one.
Yap
This is
Town.
a yapping one. Thanks.
Summer
for coming.
bucket list in parentheses yapping.
Yapping Town, baby. But let me just say my
Break it
piece about
down.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
No.
I am so excited.
Ugh.
I've said this before. I've said this many times. I love
I'll
the X-Men.
say it
And
again.
I'm saying it again. I love the X-Men, and this seems to be an X-Men movie just as much as
bro.
the Deadpool movie, and I am just beyond excited for that. I'm just excited
Yep.
for X-Men to be around in the area and for people to like them again, and for there to be merch, and for hopefully the X-Men to tie into the MCU in some way. Maybe not these X-Men, but just X-Men in general.
Some of them.
Yeah. I saw the trailer.
Oh,
And I
yesterday?
don't want to see the trailer. Yeah.
It doesn't reveal too much, though. Luckily, it's pretty
No, yeah,
sparse in terms of.
And it wasn't super funny, which is good
Yeah.
because that means they're saving the good jokes.
Yes.
I certainly hope so.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I appreciate. Was it the trailer where Wolverine is in it the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda
it's still pretty
unfortunate.
vague. It's still pretty vague. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, hey,
It's vague.
here's some
You don't
stuff
know
happening.
really-
But
yeah.
the plot
Yeah.
itself, it's like the bald lady is the antagonist, but why and
Bald
what's
lady
she doing
bad.
and like
Bad
who
bald
knows
lady.
what any of that
Yeah.
stuff is.
Yeah.
Deadpool, Wolverine are in
I'm
it, though.
excited about it.
So TVA is in
Um,
it. Matthew McFadden is in it. So all that stuff
Yeah?
is great.
Emmy award-winning Matthew McFadden.
Award-winning, yeah. Ryan Reynolds and Matthew McFadden both have an Emmy, as does Hugh Jackman actually.
They have
Okay.
Emmys?
Yeah.
From what?
Hugh Jackman's
Wrexham.
going for the EGOT.
Well, what about Hugh?
Hugh from hosting the Oscars, he won an Emmy.
What in the world?
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't that wild?
Now I
insane.
have to see it.
I think he has. He doesn't have an Oscar. I think he has an Emmy.
I think
He's got an Emmy and a
definitely got
Tony. He's got to have a Tony. No Grammy.
he's
Maybe
got
a Grammy. From like Les Mis or Greatest Showman or something. Maybe.
Did you know that they were going
maybe
to call
from
him?
Greatest Showman.
They were going to call him Anthony's, but they didn't like how it sounded to call it Egoa, so they changed it to Tony's.
Anthony. Oh, okay. That's fun.
Yep.
Maybe they.
Oh, because EGOT.
Yeah.
I was so confused. Hey, somebody ask a question. Get us
Okay.
back on some rails.
Okay, well, I talked about Deadpool Wolverine and how I legitimately am really excited for that. You talked about
Yeah,
Alien Romulus, so it's your turn to talk
Oh yeah,
about Wolverine.
I said Horizon.
Oh, yeah, Horizon.
I'm just excited for a western.
Horizon. Okay, cool. Here's my question. What is what is something that you've been delaying till summer? Because it's like, you know what? I actually think this would be more of a fun thing to do during the summer or watch during the summer, like a show that maybe fits the vibe or just kind of like the general
Yeah.
energy of summertime.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I was just
But,
going to
yeah.
give an example of the opposite. Is I was going to watch The Great British Bake Off as well as a show called Ted Lasso like
Yeah.
a year or two ago, and I was told specifically, hey, just don't watch them yet. Save them for the winter because you're going to need you're going to want like some feel good comfort show, and I did, and it was great.
They were right.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a perfect cozy show to watch in that cold season. And so what is the opposite?
I think well also
Hot-
an inverse
That's something you can
answer
watch when
for
you're
me.
really hot.
Wet,
an inverse-
hot American summer.
Yeah, yeah.
Inverse answer for me is that I really wanted to watch Jack Frost this week, and I just kind of was like, it's not the right time.
Fair.
Yeah,
You-
that's a good point.
You gotta wait for like July
Yeah.
when
That's
you really
not
need to
quite
cool
hot
down.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to cool.
You watch a
off.
movie about the
Cool
winter.
off.
I can watch Michael Keaton's Jack Frost.
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah,
Could be a
The
summer
Founder.
movie.
The Founder is a good summer movie.
That's a great
think
summer
so.
movie.
Nothing says summer like McDonald's and operations management.
And the murder of
Yeah.
McDonald. He dies in it, right? If I remember correctly.
Yep. They kill
Yeah,
Ronald
the
McDonald.
Hamburglar gets away with it.
Yep.
Dang it.
Okay, for me, actually, these are things that, in my mind, they feel like summer, despite the fact that they maybe are not.
Sure,
But
yeah.
I had a bunch of stuff that I wanted to do that I just didn't feel like I had time for in school. And now that it's summer and my schedule has opened up, particularly in the evenings, there are 2 video games that I want to play.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And both of them are the following.
Minecraft.
Both of them are Minecraft.
There's a car
Yeah.
alarm going off outside, so...
Well, we can't hear
Oh,
it.
no longer. Well,
right.
they can. Zoom mutes that.
Who's
but
they?
These guys definitely... Oh, I gotta explain this. You see that 4th wall right next to you? That's not even there. Anyway,
Huh?
Undertale, I want to play
Nice.
really bad.
Yeah.
And Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, man. Honestly, Tears of the Kingdom is
That was a great summer
last
game,
year.
bro.
It was a
That
summer
was
release.
such a good
and
summer
so
game.
I'm really excited. I am planning on playing both of those games this summer. And, you know, there's something about, like, sitting down and playing a video game when you haven't been planning on it feels like you're wasting time.
Yeah.
But when you're
that's
like,
fair.
oh, I'm really excited to this summer play Undertale or play Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
When it's part of the plan, there is no better feeling than sitting down and just playing a video game, you know?
Yeah.
Will you say that like Heath Ledger's Joker?
When it's part of the plan. Anyway,
That's great.
it's just a bunch of people wasting time.
I think I've got I guess a couple. There's so many movies on my top 100 watch list that if you're listening to the podcast, you've been on my journey for a couple years now of
Yeah.
me
Wow.
trying to watch these
100 movies.
100 movies, which is not a lot of movies for multiple years. But I think
You could watch all of them in less than a third of a year if you watched one a day.
that's true. But some of them are so long, and some of them look so boring.
I don't
Like,
wanna.
that's just the nature of it. Is I kind of... there's some that just seem like a chore. Like the Charlie Chaplin movies.
I can't believe
We
you
talked
burned
about
through
that.
those, bro. That's so funny.
They just were
Yeah.
a bit of a chore.
It is hard to
watch.
sit down and justify watching a Charlie Chaplin
And
movie.
it's just like, I'm not going to subject my friends to it as well.
Yeah.
It's not a group activity typically. So I'm going to bite this bullet. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to shut up and watch it.
You should have gotten a group of friends together for Schindler's List, though. I've heard it's a really good group watch.
I am sorry we didn't get to do that. We can do The Pianist instead.
Okay.
yeah, that one is
Yeah,
brutal.
which
I'll
is
make
on my-
I'll make some
on
buffalo
my watch
chicken.
list.
Excellent movie, but
So
Buffalo.
just watching those movies is on my summer bucket list. I would love to do some event movies if we can this summer, like
Venom.
Like
you know,
movies
the
about
Jaws
events.
and the swimming pool kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
You guys seen that?
That'd be
Yeah, I've
good.
done that.
You won't project Jaws? Yeah.
Oh, I've done it.
Oh.
I'm just
wanna watch
saying.
I think it'd be fun to do like a Blair Witch in the woods.
Blair Witch in
Kind
the
of a-
Woods. Also, The Vivitch in the Woods,
Oh, dude.
which I've never seen.
That
I would
movie
like
rocks.
To do. I would like to do
I
that.
also need to see a Vivitch.
The Northman in
The North.
Scandinavian country.
The Founder.
The Lighthouse in the Loud House? Oh, Founder
Set
and
up
We
one of
could
those
do that one.
inflatable screens and watch the
In
Founder
McDonald's.
Let's just
Watch
let's just do
Founder.
like a
So
Mac
funny, dude.
like a MacBook.
Oh, we should do
Turn
that.
the
That would
brightness
be
up
So funny.
and just watch it on speaker in a busy McDonald's.
In a McPlay place.
In a mix.
So those are hey, honestly, Those are some bucket list things.
I would love to do that.
I think the last thing I'll say as far as summer bucket list goes is I kind of want to do some events with the homies, like plan some kind of
jousting.
event
Like Twilight
things,
Imperium.
like a TI would be very fun, but like how we did the Survivor Farmhouse.
Oh, that was fun.
Edition,
That was very fun.
or like a big trivia night, or
Taskmaster.
do a Taskmaster with the friends.
Dude, that would be so fun.
It would be super fun. And I think, even just planning that would be super rewarding. And so, if either of you guys want to, that'd be that would be
Yeah.
If
great.
either of you guys want to do that, so that
No.
I can
So
play.
I can play it.
No, dude, I have some really good task ideas.
Well, if we each took like a month, like we each did one each month.
Yeah.
I see.
Or what we could do
Like I
is
do a
just,
June one, you do a July. You do
or
a-
we all do one event, but we do it the way we do with the podcast when we have, like when we do trivia.
yeah.
Each of us come with tasks that we're gonna have the others do,
gotcha,
and then just
gotcha.
rotate and then take the aggregate score.
Yeah. That way we can all play, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah. As
we
as
can all
fun as it
play
is just
and
to
we can
host.
all plan.
That's true. That's an idea. So
Thanks.
those are my summer bucket list items.
Nice.
And, of course, watch Independence Day Resurgence 100 times.
Yeah,
100
dude.
times. Let me just
Yeah,
speak
dude.
to the.
That's my IMDb top 100.
Well, I was just saying. Let me speak to that
Independence
as
Day
well.
Resurgence 100
I
times.
I have like my Letterboxd watch list and everything, but I also have like a little note of like an immediate watch list. And I have had the same movie on my Best Picture and AFI Top 100 list for 3 years. I have not watched a single Best Picture winner or AFI Top 100
Wow.
movie just because I'm like, whenever I see those movies listed, I'm like, I don't want to watch Out of Africa and I don't want to watch On the Waterfront. I've heard they're both good, but I'm just never in the mood to be like, all right, let's knock out some Best Picture winners or let's knock out some of the AFI Top 100.
You're more of a Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance guy.
Yeah, I'm
And
more
that's
of
what I like
a-
about you.
I'm more of a rewatch Venom type guy.
Yeah, dude.
We've always thought that about you.
Yeah.
Rewatch Venom 100
And I'm glad.
time.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes new is fun, like watching a movie in theater. I mean, most of the movies I watch ultimately this year have been in theaters. And also, actually, this is one that I have
All right,
been making my
brag.
way through. Is the Letterboxd Million Watch Club? That list, because I have most
1
of
million movies?
Million?
Jared's having trouble watching 100.
them. It's not a
Okay,
million.
I can
movies.
watch 100.
He's
And
seen
you're
100
watching
movies.
1
If I could pick
million
any
movies.
million, then I could do that.
Name your top 1 million movies.
Number one.
Or
Ted.
name 5 female directors.
The sweating guy picking between the two buttons.
Yeah, that one's easy because you just choose directors who are also actors, which is
Yeah.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie.
Greta Gerwig,
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster.
Greta Gerwig.
Is Greta Gerwig an actress?
Yeah, before she was a director.
Oh.
She has the capacity to act.
Yep. She
Say the
she still
things.
does act. She was just in Noah Baumbach's movie, her husband movie a couple years ago, last year.
Nepo casting.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, Letterboxd 1 Million Watch Club. There's 341 movies on it, and I've seen 92% of them. And so
I don't get that math.
So no, it's movies that have been viewed by 1 million Letterboxd members.
Yeah.
There's not even 1 million Letterbox members.
There are more than.
You'd
1
be
million.
surprised. There are more than 1 million.
There weren't until Martin Scorsese hopped on. He was actually the millionth user.
No, actually, fun fact: the first one to hit 1 million, there's like a bunch of list milestones. It says it here somewhere, but basically,
It was
I
like
have
Martin
so many of
Scorsese
them
when he joined
that
as a
I'm like,
user.
I just need to grind them out.
Give me the fun fact. What was the first one?
The first one was, oh man, I think it was Dark Knight.
Know it off the top of
Inception.
your head
It was
or don't
Inception.
share it.
It was Inception.
Inception's a good one.
That's a-
Inception,
that's
and
a
then
fair
Dark Knight, and Pulp Fiction, and Parasite, and it was those four for like a long time.
Did you hear that they announced Inception 2?
They did not announce that.
Did you hear that everybody thought they were going to because everybody's an idiot?
Who would ever think that?
thing.
There was an Empire magazine
That's
that
so
was
funny.
coming out, and they promoted it with a picture of the Inception top with a bunch of other weird stuff behind it. And everybody was like, Empire is gonna do a story on how Inception 2 is happening. And it was just a Christopher Nolan highlight, and the weird stuff behind it was like black holes and stuff because it was also Interstellar themed and like all these other things. Anyway, a lot of people thought that Interstellar or Inception 2 was going to be announced by Empire magazine.
That's really funny. Honestly, this million watch list though is the move, I think, over the IMDb top 100.
It is because it's not rating based; it's just based on viewership.
How many?
Yeah, there's 341 movies.
And I've seen most of them.
I've already probably seen.
You've probably
most of them
seen,
as well. But like ones that I haven't seen, I should watch. Like Wolf of Wall Street.
Yep.
That's not on my top 100. You know what it is? American History X.
I've heard that's great though. I've heard that movie is.
Yeah,
great.
well they're all great,
Yeah.
Lucas.
That's not the issue.
They're the top 100 movies
At that time, as voted by IMDb users, which
yeah, exactly.
IMDb users are pretty silly.
Kind of cringe.
They
honestly.
are very cringe. Oh, Wonka's
Speaking
on
of
top
cringe,
100 now. Ugh, dang it! I mean, on the million watch list, I don't want to watch Wonka.
I was about to hit a great segue. Speaking of cringe,
Wonka's cringe.
Oh, Wonka's on the top 100 now?
1 million watch club.
Or 1 million. Anyway,
no,
yes,
what's your question?
here's my question. I want to know what you guys think are summer. Like this is different question. It's gonna sound like it's maybe the same, but it's a different question. What are movies that are like you kind of can only watch it in the summer? Because like there's like Halloween horror movies. You can watch horror movies outside of the season, but it's really way more fun to watch them like in the fall around October.
Yeah.
Christmas movies, you're not watching those outside of the winter time, unless it's Jack Frost with Michael Keaton, which
you watch
is
it year-round.
exception that you watch in July in the heat of the summer.
Yeah, to feel cold.
But what are some movies that just feel like this is a summer movie and it would be weird to like watch it when it's snowing outside?
Totally. Independence Day Resurgence is the first one
Obviously,
that comes to
immediately
my
comes
mind.
to mind.
Totally.
Yeah, I think.
I feel like Marvel
I keep
movies,
thinking.
No,
because they all come
All
out
of
in the
them?
summer, most of them.
they come out in the summer. That's true.
That's true.
That's a sucky answer, but that's true.
Fine, Jaws.
My answer,
Jaws
No.
is the best answer.
no, you watch that in October because it's a horror movie.
Honestly, I do think there's a lot of horror movies that are better in the summer.
That are summer watches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Than Halloween.
Like Texas
watches.
Chainsaw.
Yeah,
True.
like a lot of the
That's actually a great
slasher
show, yeah.
films, like the summer camp vibe.
Halloween.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
No.
Nightmare Before Christmas. But which is a horror movie in my mind.
Honestly.
It is pretty scary.
What was I gonna say? Oh, mine is Hunt for the Wilder People.
Oh, great answer.
There are some like snow-covered scenes in that movie, but for me, it's just like that is. In the winter, I'm never like, let's watch Hunt for the Wilder People. That just feels like you just were outside eating a burger with barbecue lays on the side of your paper plate, and then you go inside and y'all get together and watch Hunt for the Wilder People.
No
like that's
shot.
what that feels like to me. Lucas, I can do the negative shooting your answers down, but when you try to do it to me, it just doesn't work. And here's why. Because my answers are objectively correct.
Better. Yeah, you're right.
I said this
Sorry.
earlier, but any baseball movie is a good
Yeah.
summer movie.
Any baseball
I think
movie,
a lot
any
of
Dennis Quaid
sports,
movie.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid.
Which is almost a
sports movie.
circular Venn diagram.
The Mamma Mia's.
Good
I think those are
answer.
great. But those are a Dennis Quaid movie, right?
No, Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, that's Pierce Brosnan. That's
And,
right.
Dennis Quaid,
what,
too.
Colin Firth?
Colin Firth and Vladimir
And the other guy.
Harkonnen.
Oh, yeah, Stellan
Is
Skarsgård.
he the other guy?
It's him, yeah.
I forgot about that. Stellan.
Stellan,
He's the real
yeah.
dad.
Stellan's a sweet name. I'm going to have a son name him Stellan.
No. You will never have a son, and you will never have a name. From now on, you're nameless.
You will never have a name?
Yeah, his name is revoked.
Just when Niall came back.
Well, Nile too,
Yeah.
but whatever, same thing.
You should have savored it, I guess, a little bit better.
That's such a bummer.
Should have appreciated your name.
Other baseball movies, 42, Moneyball,
42 Moneyball, both good answer.
Signs, Swing Away. Signs is a summer movie.
Signs is a
Definitely
summer
summer movie. Summer romp.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah. Any Shyamalan movie is basically.
Any Shyamalan movie.
People would say it's October because they're a little
True.
spooky, but they're
But
not.
no
They're
way.
summer spooky.
No way. Yeah. What's your answer?
My?
Yes.
I said Jaws.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, yeah, just the one.
All right. Yeah.
Not even the show.
Okay, fine. I'll.
Blake
Yeah, the
Lively.
shallows.
Came in and really just tapped that putt in. It was already sitting on the rim.
Okay, here's my actual answer. My actual
you
answer
can't
is
blow on it, bro.
Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith, because I watched that for the first time in May
Oh.
when it came out, and it's a great summer movie.
That is a very good answer. And with all the lava?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That is summer.
Summer hot,
That's a summer
lava hot.
movie for
It's
sure.
honestly, there's no
True.
better feeling, I think, in the entire world. I mean, there's some really, there's some better feelings, but
Very
there,
few.
Yeah, have you
I don't
ever
think
gambled?
are many. Have you ever won it all?
Have you ever hit
on
a
black?
12 in craps and you got money on the field? Woo-hoo, baby.
You guys are thinking of gambling in a different way. I was thinking of slot machines in the Las Vegas airport, not even in a casino.
Oh, gotcha, in the airport.
Yeah,
At least-
dude.
But you're missing out on the smokiness.
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
smoky.
I'm just an
Real
airport
estate.
gambler because that's as soon as you can start gambling.
Yeah,
You get
That's
off that
true,
plane,
as
you are
soon as you-
immediately gambling.
that is really cool part of it.
What I was gonna say, there's no better feeling than when you see a movie late in the summer, and then you leave the theater, and it's still warm. You know, and it's like
and
1
there's
a.m.
moths going after that light outside.
and you kind of want to just go adventure still. Maybe
I
that's
love
just
that
what
feeling.
youth is.
That's a good feeling. A feeling that's better than that is opening a tube of tennis balls
And eating them up.
sure.
Oh.
and feeling the air that hits your face and then smelling it.
Okay, here's a summer movie that you guys haven't seen, but you should. Is Challengers. That movie is so good, and oh man, it's so unfortunate. I know why they marketed it the way they did, but it's just so silly because that scene, the three-way scene, there's no sex. It is literally just kissing, no nudity, no sex, and
Okay, well, I'm not gonna go through that one.
it's so good. It's so good.
Well,
Great
we
summer
just
movie.
saw
Great summer movie as well.
New
Is it
Monkey
1
movie.
million club?
It is actually.
Worthy?
It's the most recent
Yeah,
one.
it's top on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
well,
when you said let's go see the Monkey movie, the first thing I looked up was is Challengers playing around the same time, so I could go see that instead. It was not.
No, it's not in Provo anymore. You missed it.
No,
did you like my Letterboxd review of Monkey Movie? By the way,
I haven't seen it
I
yet.
did.
It was funny because
That
was
movie
true.
was pretty dumb and bad.
Yeah, it didn't really.
I didn't think it was bad.
It's not
This is-
bad. It's just very uninteresting.
It ain't no Matt Reeves.
No, it is not,
was-
and you feel that pretty much immediately.
This was my review. First, I like to start out with a quote when I can, and my quote was "ooh ooh ah ah," and I said, "Yeah, this one didn't really do much for me." 2 stars.
Do you want me to read my review, Lucas?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Too late. I
I'm
beat
gonna
you. I
read
just
it.
finished. I read it.
No. Well, I'm gonna read it out loud. So because
Read it
I just
for
brought it up
our
on
audience.
an audio platform that's called a podcast, and it says, "If I had a nickel for every post-apocalyptic drama based in a destroyed Los Angeles featuring a plot line of a morally misguided cult leader trying to enter a vault while the main character learns about the larger scope of the history of the world they inhabit from a series of unlikely travel companions that was released in 2024, I'd have 2 nickels."
Does the other one fall out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, Jared updated. Oh, Jared and Niall both updated their Letterboxd profile pictures.
Okay.
That's so fun, and they're so cute.
Guys,
well, it
saw
sounds
that.
like this episode's over.
It really does. This was
Fine.
maybe the worst episode.
You don't let me compliment you. Whatever. Fine. I was just saying how cute you guys.
Wait,
are.
were you gonna
I
compliment me?
said
Oh, wait, yeah.
they are good. They're good images to have.
Oh,
But that's fine. We
This
can
might be
end. We
the
can end.
best episode of the podcast we've ever
Thank you.
had. Hey guys, thanks for listening to us yap. This was kind of an unfocused topic, and so maybe that led to an unfocused conversation.
Yes.
But we are very excited for all these awesome shows that are coming
And
out,
movies.
all these
Show.
awesome movies.
movie, video game.
We're excited to play some video games and to check some things off of our list.
Are there any video games
so-
coming out this summer? I
I
should have
don't
checked
follow
that
that.
before. I should have checked that before we
Probably not.
started recording this episode about stuff that's coming out this summer.
Nothing worth watching.
Oh, I'm
Nothing
such
worth
an
playing.
idiot.
Play Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm such a bad podcaster.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, if you're listening to this episode, maybe use this time to make a couple plans. Maybe do a little event, or, get some friends together and watch one of these awesome shows or movies. Whatever it is, we hope you're celebrating whatever way you like. And we
Yeah.
hope you're getting the most out of your summer.
And be sure to send us evites to them when you do those events.
Yes, please invite us. We will, if we can make it, we will be
Evite us.
there.
I'm feeling bummed because I'm a bad podcaster.
Took you 4
we
years
can
to
unpack
realize that?
in post credits. Post credits are our little sponsored extra little bit that we do.
Yeah, it's something that you can get access to if you support us on Patreon. Patreon.com/mancavemovie-night. You get to see post-credits episodes. They're extra episodes that we make. Also, you get to support my mom by giving her a shout-out.
She loves this shout out.
Like the following people that are about to shout her out. Shout out
You should
to Kel
shout at
from
Yell since
Roanoke.
you're in the same house as Kel, so she can hear her name be yelled.
I don't think that she would appreciate that, and I also think that I would clip my microphone because I did it by not even getting that loud earlier. Shout out to Cal from Roan Oberg, Nick Bell, Michael Polonsic, Easy Lob, Britton Inkley, Riley Allen, Ian James Martin, and Hannah Steed. You guys are the reason that my mom keeps going, and
She loves you, but
I
not
suck
Niall.
at this. I suck at this.
You all. She loves you all, but not Niall.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Man Cave Movie Night. If you would share this with one of your healthy friends,
Nah,
and
sick
hopefully
friend.
we will see you and them on another Man Cave Movie Night Monday.
Dang it.
Bye bye, Bazinga.
Bye.